Our next entrepreneur returning bigger is Sarah Koch of Development and Gardening, also known as DIG.
Thank you. Javier, I'm also going to have notes. I want you guys to think about the cause that most concerns you. Maybe it's climate change, maybe it's education, maybe it's sustainable housing, maybe it's cancer or autism. Think about all the things that are connected to that cause and the conditions that create those issues. And I would be willing to bet that amongst us, all the things that we care about most in this room are somehow connected back to food. Food is central to everything that we experience in this world. And we know that hunger and climate change do not impact everyone equally. They hit the most vulnerable hardest. And it's the most vulnerable who DIG serves. DIG grows regenerative gardens to address a variety of interconnected challenges, from nutrition to food security, climate resilience, and belonging. But to understand what DIG is about, you really need to understand who DIG serves. We serve those at the margins who are left out of other development opportunities or market investments, people like young mothers, people with physical disabilities. We work with conservation refugees, people living with HIV, the ultra-poor. These are marginalized individuals who do not lack capacity, but creating change for them takes time and nuance and deep listening and a willingness to adapt to their unique needs. DIG's work is currently focused in Kenya, in Uganda, and Senegal, but we have dreams to grow far beyond these borders. For nearly 20 years, I've been doing this a while, for nearly 20 years, we have honed our locally responsive agriculture model alongside these marginalized communities across 8 African nations. And we've trained more than 10,000 farmers, impacting over 250,000 people. Thank you. We've given them the tools, the knowledge, the confidence, and the community support to strengthen their food systems. And through the principles and practices of agroecology, DIG does more than just plant gardens. We help mothers get their children out of malnutrition. We've adapted our program so that people living with disabilities can grow gardens for financial resilience. We increase food security for people living with HIV and climate resilience for the displaced. And we also measure our success by how those at the margins are celebrated for what they can contribute and grow. People often think that the most marginalized need aid, that they're waiting for someone to step in and help. But in truth, when these communities are given the right tools, knowledge, time, and resources, they can become extraordinary agents of change, not only in their households, but for their entire communities. And at DIG, we believe in unlocking that potential. And we work with people who already have the grit, the determination, and the desire to grow. And together, we're transforming what local food systems can look like. So I want to thank the Miller Center for inviting us to come back again and again, and probably again, but for sharing this opportunity with us. And I would invite anybody who's interested to learn more about DIG to come and talk to me about our various ways that we plan to scale in the next few years. Thank you.